He's saying, well, first you're a Christian, and whether you're eating, a big hunkin' slab of beef, you're giving thanks to God for his provision and doing it as a Christ follower, or whether you're eating a mound of grain and kibble or whatever, I don't know, haven't gone there yet, whatever vegans and vegetarians eat, or rice, okay? Whether you're eating a big pound of rice, if you're a Christ follower, you're giving thanks to God first. So before you separate into all these areas of I'm a vegetarian, I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Steelers fan, I'm a Giants fan, I think this is the only way, I'm a patriot or whatever, you're a Christ follower first. And if you're a Christ follower first, then you're doing these things to the Lord. So if Ben says, you know what, I'm hardcore, meat loving whatever, and I say, well, I'm a vegan, and we're both giving thanks to God I can't judge him, right? Because he's the same God that made him, made me. As long as he's made up in his mind, I'm doing this as a Christ follower. I'm not saying that God says I have to do this, but I'm going to do this as a Christ follower, and I'm making my mind, I'm going to do this as a Christ follower. Then we can't judge one another because we're both doing what we think is right for us as a Christ follower. That doesn't mean I can infringe it on all of you. That doesn't mean if you decide to go vegan, you can infringe it on me, or if you're a Republican, you can push that on other people, or if you're a Democrat, you can push that on other people, especially if you're all saying we're Christ followers first, because he says, none of us lives to himself alone, and none of us dies to himself alone. If we live to the Lord, and if we die to the Lord, so whether we live or die, we belong to the Lord. And he's basically saying this, hey, our relationship is Christ first. If I call myself and I'm a registered independent, but if I call myself, I'm a diehard, committed Republican, right? And I'm going to go do the rallies and all that stuff. Hopefully I'm doing it as a Christ follower, because when I die, that doesn't matter. There's not a Republican heaven and a Republican hell, or a Democrat heaven or a Democrat hell. There's just heaven and hell. For when I die, none of that matters. If I claim to be, a vegan or a meat eater or whatever, when I die, I'm not going to carry that label to my grave. However, when I die, God is still going to be Lord of my life in the afterlife in heaven, because I'm going to spend eternity with him. And I won't do it as a Republican or as a Democrat or as an American patriot or as a Roman person, as an Italian, as a German, as an Asian, or as a Jew. I'll do it as a Christ follower and a beloved Son of God.